Hey, Mrs. Peterson, how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing all right, doing all right. Well, my name is Ross, and I'm with ADP Financial Services, and I just wanted to see if I had a little bit of your time today to talk about how ADP can change your life.
Now it would be a great time. I actually was expecting your call and I'm excited about it, so I made sure to set some time aside so I could talk to you.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I see that you guys are actually just working on your excuse me, your fitness centers. How's that going?
It's actually going great. We were, operating just one, but we actually just acquired our second location. So it's expanding and we're excited about it and everything's going well.
Really, that's great. Business is great uh, especially for all these fitness centers. My friends and I, my coworkers, we go and we work out. We work out in between our lunches, and it's tough to fit in everything in one day. But I actually saw that you have your babysitting services as well. So that's a great draw towards you guys that might put you above your competitors.
Absolutely. And that's what we kind of wanted to do with our fitness centers, kind of target those busy, uh, business entrepreneurs, workers, busy moms that don't really have that much time, but they can drop off their kids and get in a quick workout before they go back to whatever they were doing before, back to work, things like that.
Oh, wow, great. Yeah, it's definitely a great marketing position for y'all. But no, I was actually talking to Mary the other day. I was going in for some tax information from her, but
Oh,
she
Mary,
was
she knows all about her stuff.
oh yeah, she does. She's helped me tons in the past few years. But how do you actually know Mary?
We actually are good friends. Her and my husband are good friends. We actually go out and we do a lot of 5Ks, 10Ks, a lot of races actually. So that's kind of how I know her. And we actually just did the Peachtree the other weekend on July 4th. So that was really great.
Oh wow, sounds great. I used to run track and cross country back in back in high school and college. So you know,
Oh, that's awesome.
it's
I actually did too. Me and my husband. That's actually how we met. So
really, really, I wish I was just as lucky with my wife, but not yet. Still single. So
she's out there.
she's out there somewhere. But you're mentioning your husband. Is there anyone else that really needs to be present in this? I guess in this call, or are you pretty much the primary decision maker?
I'm probably the big boss around here. So I think my husband, I can kind of relay him some information and
Mhm.
he kind of trusts my instincts. I'm pretty good about, deciding what's good for the business since I have, I'm an entrepreneur myself. So I've owned a few businesses. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. So I think as of right now, I'm the sole decision maker. So it'll just be me today.
All right, perfect. It's marriages are really just built on trust, and I'm glad that you and your husband have that between each other, especially in the business world.
Absolutely. That's what we have to have if we're going to, be business partners and married together. That's a lot to handle.
I don't know if I could do it, but no, just ADP is actually a an online based service that helps small businesses manage their payroll, their human resources, all very easily for a pretty reasonable price. Um, right now we're actually promoting our app called Run. That allows you to manage your payroll and your human resources all from your smartphone or mobile device, whatever you have. If you have an iPad or anything, make it makes life a whole lot easier. You're not really on a schedule with when you can and cannot do your payroll. You can go out, like say you literally just finished going out for a run, and one of your employees texts you, and you have to find out some information. You can literally just pull it up from right there. If you're on a trail or wherever, just pull it up. It's really great. I can show you a little more about that later, but
Oh,
I just
sounds
wanted. What was that?
that sounds awesome, especially, since we do have two locations now.
Hmm.
Me and my husband are both running between locations, so it kind of gets pretty hectic when we have to stop and file paperwork and take the time to, do our payroll. It kind of does, interrupt you what your daily tasks and what we're trying to get done. So that would be awesome and help us a lot.
Perfect. I mean, that's really why we implemented this new app, just to get people on the go, because Americans now are just always on the go. They've got their mind going in a million places at once, and especially young entrepreneurs such as yourself, it's a crazy world.
It definitely is, and that would probably give us a big advantage, to using something else. So we're excited about ADP.
All right, perfect. Well, I just wanted to see if it was all right if I could ask you a few questions, kind of get a better understanding of you and your company, and pretty much your goals for what you try and expect to achieve.
Absolutely, that sounds great.
All right. Well, when I was talking to Mary, she kind of gave me like a little bit of background on your business. She said that your first location has 2 managers and 10 employees. What about your other location?
Yes, we are actually trying to expand our first location a little bit, but our second location has 2 managers as well, and then we have 7 employees there.
Oh, perfect. Well, you guys aren't far below that line to catch up to that first one, but but you have been thinking about expanding your staff at your locations, though?
Absolutely. We have been growing the business. We've been working on it at a while. This is, something that we're passionate about, the fitness industry. So it would be something I think that could make it big, especially since we do have, babysitting service and a lot of other things our fitness centers can offer. So we're really trying to, eventually expand that into a franchise and kind of grow the business more and let others have the opportunity at it as well.
Oh, that sounds great. That's really the name of the game. I know a few guys who started off a small business, and they're expanding real quickly, and they just came out with their new clothing brand. It's actually it's retail store in Kennesaw. So
wow, awesome.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I'll ask you a few more questions. But right now, how do you currently handle your payroll services?
Well, as of right now, we are using paper checks to pay all of our employees, and we're actually just using Excel right now. So I know that's not the most efficient way. So that's one of the reasons why we're kind of looking into a different payroll service, because it does take a lot of time with all of our managers and employees that we have, and definitely trying to expand in locations. It does take a lot of time and headaches and miscalculations that can happen on my part. Not the best at math, so that happens quite often. So anything that can take that stress off of me would be fantastic.
Oh, well, I've seen so many businesses start off with Excel, and as soon as they outsourced their payroll, they were able to focus on other things. But real quick, how often are your employees paid?
They are actually paid twice a month, on the 1st and the 15th. So.
Oh, perfect. And are you able to use direct deposit but for any of this, or is it all just paper checks?
It's all paper checks right now. That's something that we've kind of discussed, switching to direct deposit, just to cut on costs and the time it takes to, sit down and print the checks and write them and mail them and stamp them. It just takes a long time when, we're really interested in switching, but we just kind of don't really know how to implement that yet. So that is something that we're really interested in.
Yeah, direct deposit can be, it can be a lifesaver with, excuse me. No, it can really be a lifesaver with being able to send out all of your paychecks all with the click of a button. Doesn't that sound pretty nice?
Absolutely. That sounds like a dream. A lot like I would have a lot more time to, meet customers and run the business instead of having to worry about checks and doing math.
Exactly. You can spend your free time training for your next race. You never know.
Absolutely. There you go.
But like you said, you're spending all this time managing all the payroll. Do you know how much time it's probably taken out every month?
Gosh, probably every payroll we probably spend 7 hours. So like 14 hours a month spent on, doing payroll, between, having to go back and recalculate it, deal with employees being underpaid or overpaid or miscalculated payrolls. And it's just a very big headache.
Yeah, well, I can definitely attest to that. I've seen it. But I really think that you could really benefit from from this whole payroll system. It'll allow your employees to automatically check or to automatically clock in, get everything settled, work on your timesheets automatically, get everything processed, and really just avoid errors, avoid those gray hairs from coming up. And I know I'm feeling it the same way. I just want to make life and my business like as best as possible.
Absolutely.
But I don't really want to make this feel like an interview question or anything. But I know you said you kind of wanted to make like make this into like a franchise for you and sell it off. But 10 years from today, where do you want to see yourself?
I would love to see our business, taking off. And, I did say we wanted to franchise, so, have that done and have a few more locations, people under us, and maybe eventually sell it and, see it grow from there. We want to make it as big as possible.
Perfect. I think it's I think it's really possible for you guys. You guys are in a great market. Um, it's really just divvying up your responsibilities and all of the time that you have. You want to put that towards your strengths and what you're good at. And like you said, you're not really a math whiz. So wouldn't you love it just to click a button and have everything pretty much figured out for you?
Oh yeah, that would take so much time off of me. We could actually devote more time, just to spending time to each other and our business and kind of, have that work-life balance. So we're not always working all the time.
Perfect. Well, ADP is that online-based service that really helps you handle all your payroll. It can be really beneficial, especially with the direct deposit,
Mhm.
which ADP actually does offer.
Oh,
So I actually sent you an email before we started that has a link to download our Run ADP app. So if you don't mind, if you could, or I can give you a second to pull that up, and I can pretty much give you a rundown of everything.
okay. Give me just a second and I will
Sure. Just let me know when you're ready.
quick. Okay, let me pull it up. Okay.
Okay, so here is your login, where as soon as you get set up, you'll have everything. But real quick, in the bottom left corner, you see View Demo.
Yes.
All right, if you could click on that for me,
Okay.
and those balls will go flying around. All right, so here's going to be your home page. If you could click, you see that second tab where it says Payroll.
Yes.
All right, if you could click on that for me, please.
Okay.
And then you'll see the one in progress. That's just a little sample. But if you click on New and click on that. All right, so here's where you can set up the whole pay period with the check date, the start date, the end date, and that very last option where that direct deposit, save you all that time, save you all that money.
Oh,
Gotta make sure that's on. Right?
that seems so easy. Way more easier than what I'm using.
Exactly. So make sure that that's all right, and click Start in the bottom right corner.
Okay.
It'll be saving your payroll details, and then here you will have all of your deductions, including your 401k plan, your Blue Cross contribution, any advances you need, loans, miscellaneous charges, child support, really anything that might get deducted out of there. So you can go and check off which ones to include, which ones not to include.
Okay.
But if you want to click Next again in the bottom right corner,
Okay.
here is going to be a summary of everything. It will include all of your employees, and you can, if you click on any of those employees, it will pull up their little profile where you can enter in their personal payroll. If you want to click on one of those.
Wow, this app is so easy to use. That's good for me because I'm not very technically savvy.
Hey, it's the name of the game. Make it easy, and people will come.
Oh yeah.
Multitasking is practically a necessity for success. So the easier it gets, the more you can do. But in that first box, you can enter in the hourly rate of all your employees, and then you can enter in the hours that they worked, and then it will actually calculate everything for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it makes everything a whole lot easier. Takes care of all those deductions that you marked off. But now, as soon as you enter in all the information, if you want to continue and press on preview.
Okay.
And then calculate.
Okay.
It will tell you all the cash required, the gross pay, excuse me, all the taxes, everything for the entire payroll, and then below that it will tell you about your employees as well.
Wow, so that's so awesome.
So you can go through, make sure that nothing's out of the ordinary. Everything looks good, and as soon as you check all that off, in the bottom right corner, you see that button where it says approve. You can go ahead and press that.
Okay.
And then it'll come up, approve payroll. Then it will process it all, okay. Finish it, and then there you go.
Wow, that was so much faster. Instead of spending hours a week doing this, I could have it done in minutes.
Exactly. It will save you so much time where you can put that towards other things, make your life easier, cause less gray hair. But I know that you were talking about furthering expanding past your locations now. So if you go back to that home screen, you see that bottom right corner where it says more with the 3 dots?
Yes.
All right, so if you want to click on that for me.
Okay.
That will pull up this screen that shows you all of our human resources.
Oh,
everything up to even including a little tip of the week, just to make sure that we're giving you all the information that you need to succeed and pretty much keep your doors open. But you see where it says need help?
Yes.
All right, so if you click on that, that will actually be able to connect you with our 24/7 customer support. Since it is your business, no matter when you are doing your payroll, if you have any bit of question pop up, if you have any bit of question, even if it's like, say, 11:30, you're laying in bed watching your favorite Netflix show and just going through doing payroll, and you come up, you hit a little bump in the road, you can shoot them an email, shoot them a call, anything you want, and they'll get right on it and resolve any issues that you have.
Wow, that sounds so awesome. That is way easier than what I'm using now.
Yeah, I mean, most businesses do start with Excel, but I don't know how many Excel geniuses can tell you how to calculate a payroll using that. So
this package looks like it's has all in one. That was one of the things I was worried about was the HR functions, because there's so many things with hiring employees you have to do, and that was one thing I was worried about. But this looks like it has it all.
Yeah, and back to about your employees clocking in. I'm sure you may have run into an issue. I know a lot of people do, where you have that 1 or 2 employees that just always forget.
Oh my God. Yes, that happens all the time.
Forgetting to clock out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, we have we have this full integrated system with ADP where whatever you are using, say you're using your own computer as your clock in and clock out services for your employees, we can actually implement our software onto that in order to make a seamless transition, so we can take the information out of there, and that's how they can clock in and clock out. Another option that you can do is we can actually come in and put in our own products and have pretty much give you the entire ADP lifestyle. Like literally from start to finish, it can be all ADP and you will never have to worry about anything.
Wow, this sounds like a dream come true already. I'm ready to start right now.
But, you know, if you would like to, sorry, but we can further discuss that later. But now, before I get to talking about the pricing, do you have any questions for me regarding any of this?
How secure is the app? Because I know that's one thing I'm kind of worried about.
Well, you know, if you look at it and you go to that home, let's see, you can have your user ID and password, and only you and whoever has that will have it. It's fairly secure. No information will get leaked out, except if you just leave your phone hanging around, which I doubt you do.
Okay.
But no, it is a very secure app. We make sure we take care of our own, make sure that everyone's happy and nothing's happening in shadiness.
Okay, awesome.
But like I said, you know, I was talking to Mary the other day, and I know she can attest for this as well, just because she's doing all like the accounting for all these companies in the area. But you know, it's proven that companies who outsource their payroll services tend to drastically improve their business, not just their numbers, but their operation. Everything increases and gets better so substantially, along with having a big part of removing like that big ball of stress on your shoulders. Because like you said, not everyone's that math whiz that can just magically numbers just come out of nowhere and they know the equations. You know, not everyone's like that. I'm not like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but like payroll can be difficult and can cause you all those unwanted gray hairs. But actually, in that email that I sent you that had the demonstration and everything, I also attached a customer testimonial about how ADP improved their small business and got them to an early retirement.
Great. Well, I'm already on board. I just have to talk to my husband, and I'm sure I can get him on board with the testimonials and things like that. If it was up to me, I would definitely go ahead and, go with and sign up today. But I would definitely like to, talk to Mary a little bit about it first, since she has worked with you and she knows, how successful ADP has been. Just kind of make sure that this is the right thing, the right fit, which it sounds like it would be an amazing fit for our company, especially, with the 24/7 security, the HR features, and the on-the-go payroll. But if I would love to sign up, but if I could maybe reschedule for next week sometime, would that be okay?
Yeah, of course, we can definitely do that. I just wanted to share one last bit of information for you. This actually just got put onto my desk today, so this is brand new for us. But we are actually changing our implementation fees for our services. Originally, it used to be $150 every single location.
Okay.
So right now, you would have had what, $450 right there?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but now starting on August 1st, we've changed it around a little bit to where it's $200 for that first location, and then
Okay.
$100 for each additional location. So if you're looking to expand, I would definitely highly recommend, because you're practically saving $50 every time, and it's really helpful, and can really save you a lot of money, a lot of stress. But no, definitely go and discuss this with Mary. She's the one who knows all the numbers side, but I'm pretty sure she'll hopefully send you right back my way, and we can get this started. But if you don't mind, I can send you a few more supporting documents, just a couple more testimonials, a little more background information, just on ADP and what else we can provide to help you succeed and make sure that with that dream, with that franchise gets excuse me, gets sorry, lost words, that dream gets achieved, and you can hopefully retire a little bit earlier than expected.
Absolutely. I mean, just from the savings I'm going to be saving and all the headaches and the stress I'm going to be avoiding, I'm already sold on it. So let me just get those documents and I can show them to my husband, and I'm sure he'll be jumping out of his seat ready to sign up as well. How does would the 28th at 2 p.m. work for you? If I can, call you back and we can go through it and kind of sign up then?
Let me double check. The 28th at 2 p.m. should be good. I have an appointment earlier that morning, but that shouldn't take longer than a couple hours. So the 28th at 2 o'clock sounds good for me, Nicole.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ross, for the information, and you've been a huge help, and hopefully we can get this started as soon as possible.
All right, perfect. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Sorry.
Thank you, Ross. You too.
Thanks. Have a good one.